Hey, hey, hey. Welcome back. Welcome back. We did it. Welcome back, everybody. Hey, hey. Let the world know. Let the world know. All right. Okay, we're going to get some mics unmuted in a second. I think everybody's muted.
Oh, I thought
Everybody
my
unmute. There you go. There you
hey.
go. Welcome back.
Hey. Go Ted. Go Ted. Go Ted.
Hey. All right. It sounds like, ooh, it sounds like I have a pretty big delay. No, you guys are good. You guys are
It's hello.
good. I got a pretty big delay on my end, but we're going to rock through it. Okay. So we did it. Welcome back. Okay, I want to make sure that everybody is back in, and it looks like they are. And I want to I want to thank everybody for hanging in with us and watching the movie with us. It's really great to have your film supported with the Black community and Black filmmakers, and it just feels really good to have support, right? So thanks for watching and everything.
Yeah.
Um, so if let me see. What do we got? Oh, I wanted to play you guys a quick a quick clip that shows how we came from the series to the movie, and then we can talk about what everybody experienced in the movie. So y'all, if you could run that for us, that'd be great.
How long did it take us to film Perfect / Perfectly Us? Because it started as a series in 2020, right?
2020.
It just started with just you
Myself and
and
Alex. Yeah.
yes, you and Alex.
Yeah, she's perfect. Perfect for you, right, son?
And then it was like, oh, we got something here.
Yeah, it evolved into.
Then it kind of started evolving, and then Cadell, the writer director, decided let's add the wife and let's add the girlfriend into this. So that was 2021.
Yes.
So to answer the question, it took us 11 years.
20. So I would say about 5 years.
It's ongoing. So yeah, it was a 5 year.
5 year.
Dang.
Wow.
All right, 5 years, and we're here.
We
So
did it.
some of us really feel that for those 5 years more than others, but it just feels really great to have this accomplished and to get this in front of everybody. So okay, it happened. We everybody saw it. Tierney, I think you're the one here who didn't experience the 5 years.
Right.
So we put together
No.
the film in pieces from the series, but Tyranny, can you talk about how it feels to kind of like join a team that's already kind of been through it?
Yeah. Well, first of all, everyone did amazing. I'm just so proud of the entire cast and the crew. I know we mentioned before that we were small, but we were mighty. And thank you to the audience for tuning in. I enjoyed the feedback and watching and just the live engagement. But anywho, the experience was very warm, very welcoming. By way of Michael, I was recommended. So thank you again, Michael, for that intro to this experience. So it was very warm on set. I absolutely enjoyed working with everyone. I enjoyed watching everyone work as well. And everybody was just on point. The work ethic was there. We was toughing through some conditions. So when I say it was warm, it was warm. No, but but no, but yeah, everybody was just the AD was Adam. Shout out to him.
Oh,
He was just on
yes.
point. He kept everybody engaged, and what I loved is that everybody had so much respect for each other's moments on set, their takes, and we were tuned in and just supportive, and we were just all locked into this world that you created, Cadell. So
Thank you.
thank you, and thank you to my co-stars for allowing. That experience with you guys. I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
Yeah.
joining the cast and doing a phenomenal job. You were
Yeah.
excellent, excellent.
Yeah, thank
You and Donnie were the glue. You glued us all back together.
Yes.
you.
We needed you.
You
Yeah,
reeled James and Raynell in and smacked us upside our
yeah.
heads.
That's what I said earlier. Yeah, I enjoyed being that supportive friend who had something to say, who has some substance, because not only is it impacting the actors, it's impacting the crew, and then it's impacting the characters, and then it's impacting some audience. And if if we can affect someone in their life and make them think about something different or have another perspective or think about change and start that behavior of change, then I think that's phenomenal. So, and it's the writing. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, also,
It's
I'm
the
seeing
writing.
comments about
So,
the music. I got to shout out some
yeah.
people. Big shout out to Yemi Kanmi. He was my composer, one of my composers, and Chauncey Lawson. That's my man from back in the day. We used to make music together, and he's still doing it. I'm also listed as one of the composers. Don't worry about that. So we we worked together. This project came together, and it's just in a very different way. It was a very unique way to make a movie, So this one stands out amongst everything else that I've ever done. So it's really meaningful to me. And thanks to everybody. See, we got Gregory Allen Jr. He loved the movie. We got let's see, Kristen Iris Johnson. It's a good time. Come on, Janine. Thank you. It's Layla. Okay, it's Layla. I like that name. Whole bunch of people hung out with us and watched us. Thank you so much for joining us and everything. Okay, in the chat, tell me who your favorite character is and why. In the chat, tell me whose side you were on for most of the movie. That's what we want to know.
I already know. I can already tell the people who's in the chat.
Yeah.
I already know who they. It's okay.
Now listen, wait. I
already know.
I didn't. Listen. My goal was never to make Raynell the enemy. All right, she had her own perspective. All right, she had a reason.
They was coming for Ray boy.
At least she was honest. She didn't try to gaslight nobody. She was honest in her role. What she was very mature about that situation.
Right.
So
That's
she handled it, right? She
for.
handled it. She's like, well, hold on, just a minor conflict in the schedule. That's all.
That's all you can ask for, man. Honesty is what we need. And when it all came down to it, it was about everybody seeing the problems from the other person's perspective and acknowledging that people are just made differently. So you just honor those differences, and things can work out if you're willing to. So who do we got? Love the movie. James is my favorite. Sorry, Renell. Ashley knows. Janine picked James. Listen,
we all know James. It's all good. Look,
listen, I wasn't trying to make Renell the enemy, but she had her perspective and she had a reason for having a perspective, But I mean, we were seeing the movie from James's angle, so
yeah.
Okay, wait a minute. Donnie was my favorite character. I'm biased. Okay, that's Raisa. Right, Raisa is a wonderful actress. She's from my other film, Forgetting. So she's been a co-star with Donnie before. So but she picked things.
Well, she said it. She again took ownership. She said
she has a bias. She has a bias, and she's being honest, and I like that. I dig that about her.
Somebody said Greg. Oh, your team, Greg. Look, Greg was trying to stick to the arrangement. He just got caught up.
Yeah. Okay.
Train.
I see Gregory Allen. He said I was definitely on Raynell's side, but the last scene almost pushed me to Jane. Okay, we got one for Raynell.
Hey. Okay. All right. Come on
one
over.
For Raynell. Okay. And also in the chat, let us know what scene hit you the hardest. What scene, as a viewer, what scene hit you the hardest? Now, for me, the ending scene where they're both voicing what's really going on, like underneath, that one hit the hardest for me, because obviously that's the climax of everything. But to really hear what Raynell has been feeling and what James has been feeling, and how it was very difficult to communicate the nuance. Like they were fighting about one thing, but it was really about the deeper issue of like respect and of feeling loved, So that was my scene, but y'all sound off in the chat. What was your scene? Now, as they're typing, you guys have a favorite scene? What hit y'all the hardest?
Go ahead, Mike.
Mike, unmute your mic, Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, his mic's not working.
Mike.
Mike's not micing. All right, he'll come back. Mike, when you jump back in, man, we want to hear what you got to say.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there it is.
There
Okay, talk to us.
Can you now? Okay, can you ask the question again? I'm sorry, because I was panicking on the mic.
Yeah. What scene was your favorite that hit you the hardest?
I would say
like the whole movie.
The final scene. I would say the final scene, man. I teared up watching it, actually, believe it or not. I felt like I watched it for the first time because it's so relevant to what we need to do. There's a lot of battles between couples, and they just need to understand each other, need to listen to each other, and at the same time, even if it's those uncomfortable moments, let that person finish, and just and just try to and fix it. Even if it has to be a moderation team, or counselor or something like that. I'm really about couples winning and salvaging their marriages. So that really touched me a lot. Personally, I've gone through some stuff like that, and I always want couples to win, always. So
yeah. Absolutely. Okay. Let me
I'm
see.
looking at the chat. Like they come. Somebody said they wanted to meet right now in the parking lot. Really, Janine? For real?
You want to throw hands?
She was like, "I'm about to throw hands with Ray Ray."
Look, Tierney, you want to throw hands too?
Come on, I got my ride or die.
I mean, my friend, she's swinging. No.
Okay, let's see. Look, Ocho says the hardest hitting scene for me was when both James and his son at the same time had that realization that they're not okay. It touched on our generational trauma amongst the Black men. See, that was like really important to me for those two, for us to anchor on the emotional state of both the father and the son, because it's kind of rare to hear a story from an emotional point of the fellas. So I'm glad little Ocho picked up on that. Thank you, little Ocho, and I dig your name.
I think that was so. That's what was so phenomenal about the film and about the writing and about the performances, is that it touched on a few generations and their perspectives of love, not only within that partnership, within themselves too. So, acting.
Yeah. It definitely. Sorry, could I mean to
go ahead.
But yeah, just to kind of piggyback off of what Tierney said, that writing this from a Black man's perspective and the father's son, but also Black man's perspective, being in love in a relationship, we don't get to see that. It's always from the woman's perspective. So even though Raynell was who she was, I didn't mind her being the antagonist to an extent, because that's reality. There are a lot of women who are very stubborn. They want what they want. They don't know how to communicate. So it's not always the men. So I like that this movie showed that other side, that and also too, like I said, as Black women, it's like, okay, we need to learn how to communicate better with our men and our husbands and our partners, and hearing them, and our words could be kind of sharp and harsh and things of that sort. So I learned a lot personally from my, Raynell's character and relationships. Like, that's where me and her had a lot of similarities. I was like, okay, maybe I need to learn how to, with my communication and my words. So it was very eye-opening, but overall it was just, I love this project, and Cadell knows that from day one. I was like all in. We have to do this because we just don't see enough of these type of stories. And we were kind of worried about it, going on Tubi, because Tubi has a certain audience, but I was like, look, it doesn't matter. It just needs to be out there, and whoever's going to find it, whoever's going to see it, they're going to receive it, no matter the platform, and hopefully it'll touch, the masses.
And you know what? That more people will see it if everybody in this chat shares it with your friends and family. Let them know that this movie is about love. It's about bringing people together. It's about making relationships work. It's about family. So tell people. And we brought up the father-son dynamic. If there's a way for us to cue up that father-son clip, if we could play that next, and
Oh,
we can
yeah.
get into the next topic real quick. Thanks.
I'm a father. I wanted my sons to see this and see what their father is doing in front of the camera, but also life lessons for them as they get older and become husbands, fathers. And it was also something very dear to me to make sure that the world sees a father-son dynamic.
Yeah. Yeah, the dynamic between the father and the son was really impactful for me, and it was important for me to communicate that men talk about feelings too.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we're like, men need to talk. Well, we actually do. It's just not really advertised.
Yeah.
But we do. And sometimes we're not the best at it, but I have a pretty good father-son relationship with my dad and with my kids. We talk about how we feel. So it happens. It should be in a movie.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, but in the movie, Dion proposes to Melini. What do you do? What's too early to propose?
Mm.
Hit me in the chat. What's too early to propose? If you know you're in love, if you know it and you can feel it, you can feel it.
I can feel it. I can feel
You
it.
can feel it in your soul and your spirit. What's too early to propose? If your kid is 18 and they come in and they say, "I got the one. I know she's the one." Is it okay for them to propose at 18 or at 19?
Mhm.
Freshman year.
It
I
depends
think
on
I
who
saw in the
the kid
chat earlier somebody said that Melini was the only one with some sense.
I
Yeah,
did see that.
is.
I
I was
did see
like,
that.
I saw that. So, uh,
Let's
somebody
see.
said no one under 30 should be
No.
married. I kind of agree.
Listen,
I agree.
we've all been through things, and I might sort of agree with that statement, maybe kind of sort of. We're not going to put all our baggage out on this on this
Okay,
live,
right.
but I'm gonna go ahead and agree with that a
Be
little
honest.
bit.
Yeah.
They need to go through 4 seasons of the year. Okay, they need time together. Need
Yeah.
time. You got to know how people would react in good seasons and bad seasons before you lock in on them. I think people you should know what's going on. You should know what's going on with a person.
Yeah, yeah.
Can I
And
say
honestly, I
something?
think. Oh, go ahead, Mike. Go ahead, Mike.
If they're that young and they really know that they're in love and they want to marry this woman, and at that age, because it happens, make sure that I'll make sure that my sons have a house for her to live in. That is like extremely important. And you got to have some money. You got to have a backup plan. You got to have those things. Those are fundamentals. And then, of course, you got to counsel. You got to go to counseling because everybody's walks of life are different. And when you come together, you're going to find out exactly who you are. And you're going to find out who exactly she is as well. So that's a life lesson.
Yeah. Playtime's Overboy says it's hard to know when you're so young. And it says it takes time and the honeymoon phase ends quickly. That's right. I mean, that honeymoon phase is real, and it can sort of mislead or like cloud vision, and making like a decision for forever in the honeymoon phase is a little risky. But what do y'all think about that?
Well, it definitely has to be mutual. In the movie, Dion was more gung ho than Melini, and I think that he should have been more picking up on her cues. I think he was kind of for it. He was a little bit. He was pressuring her to an extent, and she was very, very hesitant, and it showed. So he should have been mindful of how she felt, and if she wasn't reciprocating those feelings, then he should have just, in my opinion, he should have kind of like gave her some time and some space. So it has to be mutual, So that's the main thing. Like, and there's a lot of people who got married very young, and it worked, and people married for years, but it needs to be mutual. And in that situation, Melini was very, very, she was doubtful. And I think this Dion just wanted what he wanted.
I didn't realize that Melini was the only one who was talking sense. I appreciate that comment because
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Dion wanted what he wanted, and she wasn't on board.
Mhm.
So he should have been mindful of that,
Yeah.
and maybe his feelings wouldn't have gotten hurt. Just
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
can I
yeah.
say something on that?
Yeah.
Dion saw his parents go through things, so Dion was like, "I don't want that. I want to make sure that I can change that." And a lot of young men think that way. I actually can attest to that. So you're in a sense where you're like, okay, I got to get married. I don't want to do what my parents went through. I got to make this work. That's probably what was thinking in his mind. And at the same time, she's a good girl. She's a good woman, all that. And he was like, okay, let me just go ahead and move forward. Not really thinking, um, what could happen in the future. So
Mhm.
a lot of people in it like that, naive, but they, they have good intentions. But
Yeah, yeah.
those good
But
intentions
she
will
said
blow up
it.
in
She said it.
your face.
Yeah, she was like, "How
Yeah.
do I know you're the one?" And he's all like, "Well, you just know." And she's just like, well, "I don't know." So if she tells you that, then
Yeah.
what else is she supposed to say? So
What else can you
Mhm.
You
do?
know, I found myself commenting every time I see that part, and I'm like, he said you just know, and she's like, well, if she don't know, that means that maybe
Yeah.
there's some
no, she don't
miscommunication.
know. You
That's the
can't make
answer.
somebody, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't make somebody be ready. She wasn't ready. She had she wanted her life to experience. She was young. She wanted to go through school. She wanted to date other people. You
Mhm.
can't, force the girl to be locked in
Yeah,
with,
but Dion wasn't forcing her. It
kind of
wasn't.
was.
You think he
I
was?
mean, well, but not what, but he was
He was pushing
very,
the
very
point.
intentional.
It was
He
Yeah.
gave
pushing.
her a ring. Did they even talk about? I mean, how long? Like you give somebody an engagement ring, and did you all even talk about marriage? Did she even bring it up before you go buy a ring? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, if you ain't have this conversation with Bellini, why are you going to just buying a ring and thinking that that's going to just make her? Every young woman doesn't want to get married.
That's right. That's right. You're
You know what I'm
very
That's
right.
why.
saying?
Can I say something though,
Yeah.
to the defense of my son on TV? I mean, in a film. Remember in the beginning when he had the flowers and he says, "I got your mom by being aggressive, boy." So think about that line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All he's
yeah,
seen from his dad, and he's like,
yeah.
okay. But it's
I
not
got
that
you,
he's
Dad.
intentionally being aggressive, like a bad guy aggressive, but he's like,
Right, you're
I
right,
got to show this woman that I want her. So that's what he
right.
did. And I think
Yeah,
that was great writing, by the way, Cadell, because
Yeah.
I
yeah.
pieced that when I saw that. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So in that first scene, that first pivotal scene, that's why I wanted to make sure the audience knew that Dion saw that argument. So
Yeah, yeah.
so Dion saw it, and he saw how their relationship was, and he sort of became a lovesick because he wanted to receive love, but he wanted to do it better than his parents.
Mhm.
But sometimes
Yeah.
we get caught in this cycle, and Melini, with her realness, was able to break him out of that cycle.
She was like,
Can I say
mm-mm.
something about
Yeah,
her?
yeah,
Because the way I interpret why she was a little elevated and hesitant is because she had just experienced something that kind of that jeopardized her safety. And us as women, like, we have to feel safe. And to know that she has allergies to fresh flowers, like, that is something big. So I felt like that was one of the things that was
Mhm.
underlying for her, because she's like, what do you mean? Like, you have to consider these things.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to be my husband, but you couldn't,
Remember, I had these allergies.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
like, you can't remember
Exactly.
that something that is life threatening.
right.
And like we said, she's the one that had some sense. So I think that was what the onset of the battle was too. So it was well played as well.
Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah. And
Hmm.
shout out to
It's a great conversation going on in the chat too,
Oh
y'all.
yeah, I know. But shout out to China Palmer who plays Melini, and Alex Michelle. Is it Michelle? Or
yeah,
Alex Michael, who plays older Dion.
oh,
They
yeah.
were just
Yes.
phenomenal. I wish they could have
Absolutely.
been able to join us, but they were just
Hmm.
exceptional in these roles. So just give them a shout out. And shout out to young Dion, aka Cameron. He didn't have a line, but the face.
The face. You got to act with your face.
When he looked in the door, out the door, I was all like, oh.
Yeah.
I done hurt my baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Bazemore Tanisha says, I think it's all about maturity. I'm married at 21 and we are still married at 32 years later.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
But there you go.
Mhm.
Well done. Right. So maturity, and sometimes we're people, right? And people change. So I think that a big part of it is to make sure that when you're changing together. But if as you're changing, you change and grow further apart, that's where the trouble comes in. So communication has a lot to do with it, and not just talking but listening. That was one of the things I was trying to express. Communication is talking, but it's also listening. So you're right. Maturity and communication and being honest with yourself and with your partner. That's what we're talking about. Oh, let's play another clip. There's a clip about James and Michael, the difference between those two. I want to play that one and then the one with Raynell and Tiffany, so we can talk about that.
Similarities for my character, James. It's a little bit of me. He looks out for his son. He loves his son.
I can see it in your eyes. You want to marry her, don't you? Maybe. Let me tell you what perfect becomes.
He's a hopeless romantic. I'm rooting for him, the hopeless romantic in real life.
Looks like you're about to make another decision. If it's a chance for us to get back together, then yeah, I want to try again.
We can't wait for you to see it.
My similarities with Raynell, we have quite a bit in common. We like having a plan.
If you can't pay half of his tuition, then don't say you can.
I can pay half.
Then where is it, James?
Me and Raynell, we're very similar in that aspect. In terms of what's the difference is that I think that she is a little too aggressive.
I make more money than you.
I know.
A lot more.
Raynell go hard.
Yeah, James is a hopeless romantic, apparently.
And Raynell is not.
And Raynell is not. That's beautiful. Okay, so Mike, tell me about stepping into James. Let me see. Over the past 5 years, did that character sort of pull into your real life? Did he affect your real life decisions? Were you becoming more of a romantic because of James is always in your skin?
No, I've always been that romantic. But I put not a lot, but enough of my DNA into that character because I have similarities, of course. And I fell in love hard growing up, in my 20s and 30s and stuff like that. So I can identify with him, but he's a one-woman man type of dude. And that's the way I am, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to sound like the good guy, but it's just, that's who I am. So it was easy to grasp this character. And, from the direction that you gave me, man, I just want to tell you that you're an amazing director, bro. I want to give a shout out publicly. You're amazing, dude. This would not happen without you, and I would have not become James if it wasn't for your direction, and I really appreciate you, dog. But yeah, it's just, it's the direction, some of my DNA, and just the script. The script was dope, bro. And the people that I worked with, Tiffany, you're amazing. I mean, we hit it off. You know what I'm saying? Immediately, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be nice. Alex playing my son, China playing against Alex, Tierney and Donnie, who are my peoples. I love them dearly, and they're amazing actors. And it was just, it just came together, man. It was just easy to do this. At the same time, it was difficult because I wanted to make sure that it was, something that we could definitely be proud of. So, you're hard on yourself as an actor. But it was easy at the same time because of everyone, the whole team. We became Voltron, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And Tiffany, did Raynell get under your skin a little bit? Did she live with you a little bit?
She did. And but it was fun. I mean, it was fun playing that kind of like that. She was very, I don't want to say she's like an antagonist, but she, like I said, she had her perspective and she stood 10 toes down on what, what she believed in, what she wanted. She was very upfront, very in your face type of, but like she's at the end, like I said, it was that softness that came, that finally she was like, okay, let me break down this wall. Let me break down this hard exterior, which is a lot of myself and Raynell is having a hard exterior. And I think a lot of it is just that as Black women in this world, we have to kind of be, when you're trying to have a business, you're trying to have a relation, you're trying to have it all, have a family, you're determined, you're ambitious. It's like out in the world, you have to be this, this strong woman to make things happen, but you got to know when to turn it off, when you come home and let your man lead and let your, be vulnerable. So, and again, which is a lot of similarities between me and Raynell, but I think with her character, it took her a longer time for it to kind of sink in. And I was just like, I think a couple of times I was reading, I was like, Dad, this woman is really just stubborn. Like she is just being, and even me, I felt bad for James. And I'm playing the character, but I felt bad for James. I was like, damn, like she is just going in on her husband. But so those were the differences between the two. But again, the writing, phenomenal, directing, phenomenal. Cadell, this project, I was just all the way in it from day one. And I was determined, like, look, whatever we have to do to, we started as the series. And even I was like, look, we got to put some money up. We got, this was a struggle. It was an uphill battle over the years. But when you believe in something that you just know that the world needed to see and it needed to get out to the masses, I was like, we gotta do this. We gotta do this no matter what. So, but yeah, I'm so happy we stuck it out.
As am I. I'm extremely happy. I think that I'm happy that people are able to see it now. It's available on Tubi. And listen, this is how we keep this thing going. Everybody who's watching, everybody who got a chance to watch Tubi, do us a favor, watch it again.
And again, and again.
So tell people that would benefit from it. I mean, it's a story about love, and it's a story about overcoming miscommunications, and it's a story about healing. So share it. Tell people we need your help, and watch it on multiple devices. help us out because we are independent filmmakers. So spread the word. Spread the word.
People need to know, like, we put up our hard-earned money to make sure this happens. So we need to get a return, y'all. So run it up. Just let it play. Run it up. Run it up.
Run it up. Let it play. We need you. We need you. To help us make more. Right? We all got more projects on the docket. I got more that I'm trying to make. So that's how you do it. Just play our movies, and that's how you help us. Does anybody want to talk about any of the movies or any of the projects that are coming up for them?
Well, someone did ask about A Perfectly Us too, Cadell. I just saw it in the chat. I'm just saw it in the chat. And
okay, so this is how we get A Perfectly Us too. You tell everybody to watch this bad boy. You see what I'm saying? And then we get some of this finance back, and then we'll kick him out. I got more to say. James and Raynell got more to say. Listen, Dion and Melanie got more to say. Come on now. So that's how we make another one. Tell the people.
Right.
Tell the people.
Right.
And go
Support.
If you missed anything, I see Raisa missed a little bit. It's on Tubi. Go right back. Run it back. Yes. So real quick, if we could in like less than a minute, tell the people what other projects we're working on. Ms. Yancey, you first.
Oh, I am currently I just finished a comedy TV pilot called Welcome to Dickies. Hopefully I could be getting that out there soon, and we'll see what happens with that. Still writing, a lot of people know me as a writer. I have a project with Country Wayne that will be coming out in 2026, a major project. This has been in the works, so I'm really proud of that. And I got another project on Tubi. I play an evil character. It's called Love Murder Weed, and I play an evil auntie. So I have no say so in the title, but it's on Tubi too.
All right. Mike, what you got?
Hey guys, so I'm up with I got 5 projects that I'm doing. 2 are major. I can't talk about any of them.
Don't
I'm
do it.
sorry. Yeah.
Boo.
So, sorry, but I do have I have about 9 or 10 movies on Tubi that you can just look up through my name, Michael J. Patterson, and they are there. And I will let you all know. Stay tuned on when I'm able to release the information. But right now, I signed
Yeah,
that
sign that stuff.
so I
Don't
can't.
get in trouble on this, man. Don't get in trouble. This is live, baby.
Yeah.
Ty-
But I really appreciate it.
Absolutely, Tierney. What you got?
Hey, I too have a few projects that is on Tubi, so you can search under my name. But specifically, I have one that's coming out next week, next Friday. It's going to be released. I'm the lead in that. Yes, it's called Stoners. I play a character named Jada, who is it's a comedy, it's a dramedy actually. So I play a character who tries to keep her boys together. It's a modern day Friday, y'all. So y'all gonna have some laughs with it. We have some DMV legends that's in it, Nucci music. We actually filmed at the front porch. So I know it's going down in some history right now. So I'm super excited to be a part of that. Yeah. And then I did just get back from the islands, filming a major movie as well. I can't really speak too much about it, but I will say it will be on Netflix later on in the year. So I'm excited about all of that and excited
Congratulations.
for everyone else too.
Congratulations. Okay, this is how you guys can watch our projects. You follow us on social media. We're obviously going to post about it. So Michael J. Patterson, Tiffany Yancey, Tierney Franche. Just look up the names. Especially Tierney. She has a unique name. When you got a unique name, you follow them. All right. Just do it. I have a couple of projects on Tubi. So obviously you just saw this one. I have another one called Forgetting, and another one called 4 Points. You'll see some familiar faces, and they're all really meaningful stories to me. Go check them out. I'm working on another comedy, and of course I'm making skits weekly. So follow me on social media to keep on watching my skits.
Yes.
Any final words? Watch Perfectly Us.
Watch Perfectly Us. Basically, watch Perfectly Us.
Watch
Thank
Perfectly
you
Us.
guys for joining us and tuning in. We appreciate you. Keep supporting independent Black filmmakers. We need you.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night.
God bless.
Thank you.